It's been a while since I last did a luxury handbag collection video, so I thought it's time for an update. Let's start with Hermes first. So this is my Hermes Kelly Vuitton in the size 28, and this is in the black Togo leather and with gold hardware. This has been one of my least used luxury handbags for a while. When I put in the request, I thought the size 28 would be perfect for me. But now that I have this in my collection, I think it's a little bit too big. Additionally, the Kelly bags are not the easiest bags to use because they can be a bit tricky to open and close. I know some people prefer the Kelly Vuitton to the Kelly Cellier, but I personally prefer my bags to have a bit more structure. 2 years ago, I actually considered selling this, but I've decided to keep it, especially because my luxury collection is a lot more curated than it used to be. Usually, I'm quite a practical person. I like to keep only what I use. But I gathered an Hermes Kelly bag in this classic combination is hard to come by. So I've made the conscious decision to keep this in my collection in case if I change my mind. And even if I don't, the price is only going up. So as long as I keep this in a very good condition, it should be relatively easy to let go if and when that day comes. The next one is the Hermes Kelly Cellier in the size 25, and this is in the gold and gold combination. I definitely prefer the Kelly Cellier to the Kelly Vuitton because it's a lot more structured. But because it's so structured, I think anything bigger than the size 25 will be too big for me. At one point, I was interested in the Kelly Mini, but then I realized it doesn't fit much, so for me, the size 25 is the perfect option. This bag fits all my essentials, and I think it looks quite nice on my body frame. I love carrying this using both the top handle and the shoulder strap. Like I said, the Kelly bags are not the easiest bags to use because it can be hard to get in and out. But I'm willing to put up with it because this bag just looks so elegant and it really is beautifully crafted inside out. The next one is my Hermes Birkin 25 in the black Epsom leather and with brushed gold hardware. This is my all-time favorite bag. Everything about this bag is perfect for me. First of all, this bag is quite structured because it is made of Epsom leather. I do use back inserts for all my Hermes handbags, but even without the back insert, this bag is fully supported on its own. The leather is very durable and I never feel like I have to baby this bag. And I'm glad to say so far I haven't noticed any scratches. The size 25 is so cute, but it's also very practical. It can fit all my essentials very easily without any complex organizing. The open top is something I really adore as well because it's so easy to get anything I need. This bag obviously doesn't have any shoulder straps, but I really enjoy using it as a top handle bag. This Birkin 25 truly goes with anything I wear, whether it is dressy, formal or casual. So I'm really happy to have this in my collection. Next is Louis Vuitton. But before we move on, I just want to say a massive thank you to Idol for sponsoring this video. Now, I love a good luxury handbag, but to me, fine jewelry are even better value luxury items because I can wear them all the time. Diamond pieces, for example, are the perfect everyday jewelry because I can wear them even in my sleep, in the shower, or in the rain. I've been really enjoying the diamond earrings from Idol. I fell in love with their designs from day one and I still adore them the same, if not more now. If you're looking for a simple and classic piece, their diamond studs will be perfect for you. But if you want something a bit more fancy and dressy, Idol offers a wonderful selection of add-on pieces. My new additions are these gorgeous colliers, which are made of 3 pear-shaped diamonds. These are ever so slightly bigger than my other Idol pieces, and they definitely make a statement, but at the same time, they are also very dainty and classy. I personally love wearing my statement element on my ears, so these are absolutely perfect for me. All Idol pieces feature lab-grown diamonds, so they're a lot more sustainable, seeing there's no mining involved. And in case you're wondering, lab-grown diamonds are just as sparkly as mined diamonds because they do share the exact same physical properties. So if you're looking for classic fine jewelry that you love wearing for years, make sure to look into Idol. I'm sure you'll love them as much as I do. Moving on, my first Louis Vuitton bag is this BD Bandolier 25 in the Damier Ebene canvas. I've had this bag for more than 10 years and I'm quite sure I've made my money's worth. In the first few years, I wore this bag so much because it's really versatile, practical and functional. Plus, it can fit so much, including all my daily essentials, plus a small water bottle, a small umbrella, and a small iPad. I don't use this bag as much now simply because I feel like I should spread out the wear and tear by rotating my pieces. I know some people are quite turned off by the Louis Vuitton canvas because it is quite a common luxury choice, but I feel like it's popular for a reason. Even though this bag is now a lot pricier than what it was, I feel like it can be worth the price point because it's so wearable. Besides, at £1,400, it can be quite good value for money, especially considering the current luxury landscape. The next one is my Louis Vuitton mini palmspring backpack. I love this bag so much. This is one of those very practical mini handbags. It can fit so much. Plus, the Louis Vuitton canvas is so durable and worry-free. I like to bring this bag with me when I travel because it's so lovely and easy to use. Even though this bag is technically a backpack, I never use it as a backpack. Typically, I like to carry this either using the top handle or I'll wear this as a shoulder bag or a crossbody bag. My next Louis Vuitton bag is something I have been wanting to sell for a while and it's the Totally MM in the Damier Ebene canvas. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this bag. If anything, it actually makes the perfect tote bag. There are two outside pockets, which are great for things like my phone, my keys, and just anything that I need quick access to. There's also a zipper for security. The shoulder straps are very comfortable, and the canvas is very durable. So I have no complaint for this bag. The main reason I wanted to sell it is because of lifestyle change. I used to carry this bag a lot when I was doing a postgraduate course at the university. But now that I'm no longer doing that, plus I'm also on a break from my day job, it just means I don't really need a tote bag. In the last 2 years, I've been keeping this bag in the dust bag. I don't want to rush into selling it, so I'm just waiting to see if the right buyer will come along. But if that doesn't happen, I'm quite happy to keep this as my only luxury tote bag. This is my only bag from Saint Laurent and it's also the only clutch bag in my collection. To be honest, because it was my first purchase from Saint Laurent, I wasn't really sure what to expect, but I must say I'm really impressed with it. This clutch bag is so well made, the leather is so supple and smooth, the stitching is so beautifully done. I especially love the zipper, it feels so smooth. In fact, this reminds me of the Louis Vuitton zippers. For a clutch bag, this is actually quite a practical piece because it can fit quite a bit. The inside is made of canvas, which I love because I don't have to worry about scratches. When I use this bag, I don't carry a separate card holder because there are several pockets on the inside to help keep things organized. This is about £500, but I did make the purchase with a 15% discount. It's by no means cheap, but I think it's quite a reasonable price point, especially compared to many luxury clutch bags out there, and I highly recommend it. I have 2 Chanel bags in my collection, and the first one is my Chanel Classic Double Flap in the size small, and this is in the black carpet leather and with gold hardware. I've had this bag for more than 10 years. Back then, this was about £2,500, and now this costs over £8,000, which is crazy. Now, I always think this bag looks so elegant and classy, but for some reason, I just don't use it as much. Having said that, I haven't thought about selling this because of Chanel's very aggressive price increases. I mean, this bag is now about 3 to 4 times the price I paid for. So I'm in no rush to sell this. But I do want to clarify that I don't usually buy luxury items with the intention to make a profit. But if the market happens to work in my favor, I see no harm in keeping it, as long as my collection is overall manageable. The second one is my Chanel mini flap in the black pattern leather and with silver hardware. This really is my dream combo for a Chanel mini flap. I really wanted the pattern leather because I feel like the black color is so much more vibrant in this material. The chevron pattern is something I really adore as well because I feel like it looks cleaner and quite modern. This bag took me a while to locate, but I'm glad I made the effort because after I made the purchase, I feel really content with my small Chanel collection and I haven't been looking for more. Personally, I use my Chanel mini flap way more than my classic flap. Even though the mini is a bit smaller than the classic flap in the size small, they actually fit about the same amount. Additionally, the mini flap is also quite a lot cheaper, so if I had to choose one, I'll definitely go for the mini. Then we have the Lady Dior medium in black lambskin and with silver hardware. I really love this bag. This is structured, it looks elegant, and the design is truly timeless. I also love how the bag drops at the perfect spot around my hip when I use it as a shoulder bag. The only small con about this bag is the limited opening because mine is the old version, but I kind of got used to it a long time ago. Now, I actually bought the Lady Dior because it was quite a lot cheaper than the Chanel classic flap. But I actually ended up using my Lady Dior way more than the Chanel. I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like this bag goes with my style a lot better. At first, I was a bit worried about the lambskin, but it's actually quite durable. Now, I've been using this bag a lot, so I do notice some scuffing here and there, but it's nothing too major or very noticeable. Dior pieces tend to have quite poor resale value, but fortunately, I really love using this bag, so far I don't have any plan to rehome it anytime soon. This Ateliers Auguste is a new addition. This was gifted to me earlier this year and I've been really enjoying it. Now, I've always thought I wasn't crazy about flat bags, but this one is actually really easy to use. In fact, this is one of my most used luxury handbags this year. The design is really simple, but yet so classy and chic. I actually really enjoy the fact that this bag is fairly low-key because not many people know about the brand or the design. Ateliers Auguste is a contemporary luxury brand, so the price point is relatively affordable, but the quality is truly amazing. The leather is so supple and soft, and the attention to detail is incredible. I especially love the magnetic closure. It's so responsive and easy to maneuver. This looks like a really small bag, but it can fit all my daily essentials, including my Kindle e-reader, which is great. So overall, this is a very practical and wearable handbag, and I really enjoy it. I also have a Balenciaga Mini City, but considering their recent scandal, I've decided to not elaborate more on this piece. So there you have it. That is my entire luxury handbag collection. My collection hasn't really changed that much in the last 2 years, and truthfully, I'm quite glad that I'm no longer in the perpetual cycle of buying and then selling. At this point, my plan is to enjoy what I already own. There are certain pieces that I don't use as much, but I'm hoping the price increase will work in my favor. And that's it from me today. Thank you for being here. Take care, and I will see you soon. Thank you.